And then we also have the judges from the High Court. We also have the lawyers. I saw the Advocate General here for some time. I also have teachers. I think a lot of law teachers are here. I see officers from the Army, Defense Forces are also here. Now, when you have a gathering of this kind, it is easy to see that it is not just a gathering of the law fraternity. And why should it be confined to a fraternity of the law community? The law minister, I think, was very, very right in bringing Vivekananda into picture, Swami Vivekananda, and somewhere I read the prophecies that he made. But so brilliantly he connected those prophecies of Swami Vivekananda that I now feel that that address of Swami Vivekananda in USA, where he said, "Brothers and sisters of America," I think it is having a new resonance in my mind and in my ears today. I would really appreciate that. It's such a lovely piece of speech. I would have thought that if the law minister would have continued for some more time, I'm sure we would have gone some more insights. But anyway, I have a few things to say. Now, the upcoming Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, the Bharatiya Nagrik Suraksha Sanhita, and the Bharatiya Saksha Adhiniyam undoubtedly represent a substantial development in the administration of criminal justice in India. Macaulay's Indian Penal Code, Stephen's Indians Evidence Act were reflective of the legal and social context of that era, characterized by the Victorian sense of morality. The 42nd report of the Law Commission in 1971 recommended a revision of the Indian Penal Code. However, the proposed amendment in both 1972 and 1978 were not enacted because the Lok Sabha was dissolved. Hence, the development was a much needed step forward. The laudable objective of the laws is the focus, as the law minister has rightly said, focus on justice and not punishment. This is an important distinction because when we think of criminal justice system in India, we have to understand that this is its disproportionate impact, the criminal justice system, the marginalized section of the society, ERD are the victim of the system that we have in place. The American human rights lawyer and activist Brian Stevenson, in his book Just Mercy, notes in the US context that criminal justice system treats you better if you are rich and guilty, treats you better if you are rich and guilty, than if you are poor and innocent. Just mark the distinction. The criminal justice system that we have in place treats better those who are rich and guilty, but treats worse those who are poor and innocent. It is an illuminating TED Talk available in YouTube, and some of you might be interested to look up. He makes an important statement. The opposite of poverty is not wealth, but instead it is justice. And the new amendments, the new enactments, we hope would bring in the element of justice as is spoken of by the Law Secretary, as is spoken of by the Law Minister, and as also flagged by Chief Justice Somadar. The essence of the new law would look into the population pattern and the large number of prison inmates we have in the country. According to government data presented in Parliament based on compilation of data by the National Crime Records Bureau, updated till December 31, 2019, of the total 478,000 prison inmates in the country, 315,000 or 65% belong to the scheduled castes, scheduled tribes, and the other backward classes. So this is a very significant number. We must also remember the speech that was delivered by Her Excellency, the President, Draupadi Murmu, during the valedictory session of the Law Day celebration organized by the Supreme Court in 2022. Her speech highlighted the several critical issues, including the overcrowding of jails. She spoke of individuals who are incarcerated and prolonged pretrial detention. She questioned, and I quote, "These days I hear we need to set up more jails. Why do we need them? If we are moving ahead as a society, if we are making progress, why do we need more jails? Should we not, in fact, close down the existing ones?" This is the question that was posed by our President. Therefore, the focus on the new laws is justice, and it is not just justice, but a justice which must steer towards a system of restorative justice. Restorative justice is a transformative approach to addressing crime and conflict that prioritize healing, accountability, community involvement, and over punitive measures. At its core, restorative justice seeks to repair the harm caused by bringing together all parties involved, including the victim, offenders, and the affected community members, in a collaborative process of resolution and reconciliation. I have something more written, but I think the time for dinner is approaching, so instead of repeating something which is already said, and a lot of good things have been told to the law ministry, a lot of good things have been told to the new enactment, लेकिन हमारी एक शिकायत है, and ये शिकायत लॉ मिनिस्टर साहब को ही है. लॉ मिनिस्टर साहब को इसलिए है, और आप लोग गौर कीजिएगा, यहाँ पे जो हमारे जैसे बैठे हुए हैं, और इसमें how many are law graduates? I mean, you may not be a law professional or a judge. How many are law graduates? Can you just raise your hands? All right. I have a fair number of people who may not be practicing, but they are law graduates. Now, हमने लॉ की स्टडी शुरू किया था दिल्ली यूनिवर्सिटी में 1979 में, और 1982 में हमारी लॉ की कार्यक्रम ख़त्म हुई, और मैं सुमादर जी से बात कर रहा था, वो भी तकरीबन उसी वक्त उन्होंने लॉ स्टडी ख़त्म किया. तो हम जब लॉ पढ़ रहे थे तो हमें बताया गया था, जो हमारे टीचर हैं, आप भी टीचर हैं लॉ मिनिस्टर जी, कि ये सीआरपीसी में बहुत ध्यान देना, आईपीसी में बहुत ध्यान देना, एविडेंस एक्ट में बहुत ध्यान देना. जब आप वकालत करोगे इसका आपको फ़ायदा होगी. तो हम लोग पढ़े, उसके बाद हम लोगों ने वकालत किया, वही आईपीसी, सीआरपीसी, एविडेंस एक्ट लेके 1982 से 40 साल वकालत किया. उसके बाद कुछ साल जज भी रहे अभी तक. तो जो लॉ पढ़े और उसके बदौलत कुछ हद तक हम लोग आगे भी बढ़े, लेकिन लॉ मिनिस्टर साहब ने एक ही मास्टर स्ट्रोक देके हमें, यहाँ पर कोई फर्स्ट ईयर लॉ स्टूडेंट का मैं पूछ रहा था ना, कोई है एनी फर्स्ट ईयर लॉ स्टूडेंट? एनी फर्स्ट ईयर लॉ स्टूडेंट? आइए आप, कम हियर, लेट मी गेट योर नेम. You are a first year law student. What's your name? Say your name. Say your name.
Khayal Shah.
Acha, I have Miss Khyal Shah, who is a first-year law student, right? Now, she is studying law with the new laws which are going to come up in July 2024. I studied law 42 years back, right? Now, law minister ने पछाड़ के मुझे और ख्याल को एक ही क्लास में डाल दिया. अब मुझे दोबारा फर्स्ट ईयर लॉ पढ़ना पड़ेगा. तो ये हमारी शिकायत है लॉ मिनिस्टर साहब को, और ये मैं माफी चाहता हूं, लेकिन आपको तो सब लोग बधाई दे रहे हैं, हमें एक कंप्लेंट भी देना चाहिए आपको. तो ये है. तो मैं पर्टिकुलरली मनी साहब को और लॉ मिनिस्ट्री को मैं शुक्रिया अदा करना चाहूँगा कि आप लोगों ने मुझे बुलाया यहाँ पे. आई सी ऑल माई ब्रदर एंड सिस्टर जजेस फ्रॉम गुवाहाटी हु आर प्रेजेंट हियर, and lot of familiar faces. Professor Ahuja is here, who is now with the Indian Law Institute, who was Vice Chancellor here, and the Army officers, the police officers, the public prosecutor. I wish you all the best, and more particularly, students like Khyal and all the other law students. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your enlightening words. The upcoming rollout of these